The day, the Union Minister Amit Shah amid the raging language debate launching the Hindi version of the MBBS books for the very first time in the country. The launch event was held in Bhopal in the presence of medical students, and the move is in line with the government's Ease of Education initiative. Amit Shah released 3 books in Hindi for the first-year students of the MBBS course.
प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देश भर के विद्यार्थियों की ओर से देता हूं कि नई शिक्षा नीति में उन्होंने प्राथमिक शिक्षा में और टेक्निकल और मेडिकल एजुकेशन में बच्चे की मातृभाषा को अहमियत देकर बहुत बड़ा एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय किया है। मोदी जी ने हिंदी, तमिल, तेलुगु, मलयाली, गुजराती, बंगाली ये सभी भाषाओं में मेडिकल और इंजीनियरिंग की शिक्षा उपलब्ध कराने का जो आह्वान किया।
Now, hailing the initiative, the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said that one should take pride in their mother tongue, and the move will change the perception that medical courses cannot be taught in Hindi.
आज का दिन मध्य प्रदेश के इतिहास में स्वर्ण अक्षर में इसलिए लिखा जाएगा कि हमारे वो लाखों लाख बच्चे जो गरीब परिवारों से आते हैं, वो अपनी प्रतिभा और टैलेंट तो उनमें था, क्षमता थी, लेकिन अंग्रेजी का ज्ञान ना होने के कारण हीन भावना से ग्रसित होते थे। मैं कई ऐसे बच्चों को जानता हूं कि उनका अगर मेडिकल कॉलेज में एडमिशन भी हो गया तो अंग्रेजी की पढ़ाई, अंग्रेजी भाषा के कारण उनको मार डालती थी, मतलब मानसिक रूप से परेशान करती थी। उनकी जिंदगी में एक नया सवेरा आ रहा है, नया प्रकाश आ रहा है। अब मेडिकल की भी और इंजीनियरिंग की भी पढ़ाई हिंदी माध्यम से भी होगी। ऐसे बच्चों को ऊंची उड़ान भरने का अवसर अब मिले।
Now, this comes at a time when several southern states have raised an objection to what is being called the Hindi imposition. The DMK has voiced objection to the move, saying that other languages spoken in India have been sidelined. In fact, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has also written a letter to the Prime Minister saying that the parliamentary panel report on official languages is attempted to impose Hindi in the states. He also mentioned that while the report may not be adhered in the state, India's glorious flame of unity will be held.
The point is this: they don't want to spend or exert their energy, money, resources, everything else for the other languages, for the upkeep of other languages. But for Hindi, they are willing to do anything. This is what we call as imposition. This is what we call as partial attitude. The BJP should understand that we are a federal setup where oneness will not do good for the integrity of the country. Our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, has also emphasized this point, and he has also said, please don't ensure that there is another language war. Let's hope that the BJP will mend its ways and act according to the federal structure of the constitution.
Now, the other political leaders have also waded into the controversy, saying that Hindi imposition is not right and the non-Hindi speaking states feel left out.
AIIMS stand from the beginning is clear. We are okay with the 2-language policy. However, any language cannot be forced upon or imposed in Tamil Nadu. But Centre has also assured the same. Being an ally with them, BJP also assured that there will not be any attempt to impose any language, be it Hindi or anything. But however, what's happening in the present scenario, DMK, the ruling government of TN, has not taken any steps to develop the Tamil language. Rather, it is only indulging in language polarization. They want to instigate people under the pretext of protecting Tamil culture and Tamil language by opposing Hindi. However, they are not doing anything to protect this rich cultural heritage, promote this language in any ways or whatsoever it is. They are only indulging in language polarization.
It is all right. Hindi is our national language. But you can't put pressure on anybody in any state. Actually, this is the problem of Bharatiya Janata Party. In Supreme Court, you can't speak Hindi. In High Court, you can't speak in Hindi. Even in Parliament, most of the good speeches, all speeches are in English. So BJP is not serious about it. But at the same time, only because of its vote bank, they are doing all this.
Let's open this up. Vaman Acharya, spokesperson of the BJP, S.S. Sriram, political analyst, Salem Dharanidharan, spokesperson of the DMK, and George Korean, political analyst, joining us on the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Dharanidhar, I want to ask you first, the DMK, in fact, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has also written to Prime Minister Modi saying this is Hindi imposition. Does the report in any way say that Hindi will be imposed? Because the reports that have come in clearly say that it should be Hindi or in the regional languages.
The article, which was also published in Times of India and many other newspapers, clearly says that the panel, which was headed by the Honorable Home Minister, intends to teach in Hindi, where the IITs or the AIIMS or NITs are located, if the Hindi is a regional language there. But the problem is IITs, NITs, AIIMS and all of the institutions are pan-India institutions. Right, people from all over India come and study. In fact, if you go to IIT Kanpur, 50 to 60% of the students studying IIT Kanpur come from the south. So, in fact, by imposing Hindi, you are only trying to destroy the existing beautiful diversity of the country. You are stopping people from south to go and study in IIT Kanpur or IIT Delhi or NIT in Bhopal or AIIMS in Delhi. So that is our problem.
Okay.
Our problem is we have never been against Hindi. We are only against Hindi imposition. We have no problem with Madhya Pradesh government starting a course in Hindi, or Uttar Pradesh government starting a course in Hindi, or even Gujarat government starting a course in Gujarati. In Tamil Nadu, in Anna University, we've been having engineering courses in Tamil for the last 20-30 years. And out of 100 courses, one course is in Tamil, only to help people who don't understand English. But having said that, the problem is the approach should be towards accepting the fact that this country can survive only if there's a two-language formula, that is one regional language, Tamil in Tamil Nadu, Kannada and Karnataka, and then English to communicate with people belonging to the other state as well as outside of India.
Mr. Vaman Acharya, in fact, this is an argument that's made time and again. This is one of the strengths of India, and this is why Indians are sought after abroad because of the medium of instruction being in English. That gives an edge to the Indians. So why now bring in a regional divide?
India is such a big country. Most of the doctors, 99% of the doctors who are educated, they have to serve in India only. So regional language and Hindi. I insist first is regional language. It should be in Kannada or Tamil or Marathi, whatever, so that people can communicate with their patients, even medical terms, easily. And for how many years we are going to wait and struggle with English language alone? When English language came to India, we all accepted. It's also a foreign language. We are learning English, and almost English has become commonest language. Why not do it with your own language and also with Hindi? What is wrong? Learning more languages makes you more intelligent, more communicable in this country. Why you plan only of abroad? You think of India, you think of your neighbors, you think of your neighborhood states. Hindi is one such language where you can communicate in most of the country, if not the whole country. Yes, in regional languages are important. Hindi is not being imposed. Hindi is given a chance because it is a spoken language for most of the country today. And Kannada or Telugu or Tamil will also become important languages, and medical and technical education people can have it in their own regional languages. So, putting it
in fact, in the letter that the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has written, he has said if you compare the number of people who speak in Hindi and the non-Hindi speakers, the number of non-Hindi speakers are much bigger. Mr. George Korean, the argument that, a regional language in the MBBS courses or the engineering courses are going to help a lot of students who can't adapt to the English education. So this is to help them, for the doctors as well, to connect better with the patients. This is the only way to reach out to a larger audience, to the rural population. In fact, in today's speech as well, Amit Shah also mentioned not just Hindi, he also mentioned other regional languages. So why this opposition to it?
Pratibha, I'll come back to your question. We have to understand under the Ministry of Home Affairs, the Parliamentary Committee for Official Languages is hell-bent on making these educational reforms in the country, giving more importance to Hindi. We should understand that India is a federal system according to Government of India Act 1919, where the powers are shared by the state and the center, where the center holds more power. They can make changes to certain subjects within the state legislature and its list. So having said that, Amit Shah talking about education is kind of a making noise, and looks like he's just trying to garner the audience, the Hindi belt in specific, and looking ahead at the assembly elections also. Also at the same time, I agree to Mr. Salem when he said that 15% of the medical students move across India and go to different states to study. So for them it will become a very kind of a difficult scenario here. Somebody from south going to Madhya Pradesh or studying to adapt to Hindi will be a very tough challenge. Vice versa, a person from a Hindi belt going to south and learning medical in Tamil or Malayalam is the same. So I strongly believe imposition of any kind of languages into any state should be avoided. There should be a proper referendum in place where the electorate can take a moral high ground in this subject.
Okay, Mr. Sriram, is this an imposition? Is imposition too harsh a term? Because, first medium of instruction is going to be English. The second is going to be the regional language, whichever it is. Similarly, with the MBBS courses, it's not a ban on all the English, English medium MBBS courses at all. This is just the introduction of some of the books for those who understand only the regional languages.
Absolutely. Those who talk for their language, those who think their mother tongue is everything, they must be welcoming this instead of, opposing even this. I mean, it's just an option. And even the Madras, the MGR Medical University in Tamil Nadu is in the process of rolling out, Tamil as a medium of teaching for medicine. What is wrong? I mean, Mr. Kurian should know this parliamentary committee is in existence in 1976. And it is a constitutional obligation by all the successive governments which are supposed to be promoting Hindi, including UPA. Mr. P. Chidambaram, time and again I have told many number of times, have given 117 recommendations for improving Hindi, which DMK was part of it. They never thought there is going to be a threat to Tamil. They never thought there was an imposition. They never thought that it was against the federal setup. They all will think, including Mr. Kurian, that okay, suddenly BJP has become, it's every Home Minister's job. It is not just Mr. Amit Shah, who happens to be the Home Minister today. Whoever is the Home Minister will have this obligation as a constitutional obligation. So let us not try to fool around people. It's just an option, and every language is given importance. So should be Hindi, and Hindi is only made it a compulsory in the Hindi heartland. So there is absolutely no truth in people saying that there is an imposition. This is the game that is consistently being played. It is not the 1960s for people to accept this. The kids of 21st century are aspiring to learn as many languages as possible, especially in Tamil Nadu. People would love to learn the language Hindi. Unfortunately, the government school kids are denied this. And those who have the money will go to the politician-run schools to learn Hindi. That's the hard reality. But let them not keep fooling around.
The concerns are stemming from the fact that the kind of statements that have been made previously by the Union Home Minister is the reason why such statements have been spurred, with the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, Kerala Chief Minister, even the Telangana Chief Minister talking about the Hindi imposition. So necessary to take the non-Hindi states also into confidence. Unfortunately, we'll have to leave it at that. Thanking our experts for joining us on the panel. Now time for a quick break. We'll be right back. Do stay with us.